Hi, Dr. Gulani. So it's Friday evening. We call these flyback Fridays as patients flew back to all over the world they came from. Many of them were radial keratotomy patients. And as I promised, I will explain today a very important question of what comes first for treating radial keratotomy eyes, corneal surgeries or lens-based cataract techniques, and then how to combine them and what's the role of scleral contact lenses in these cases. So here's your eye, here's your cornea, normal cornea, dome shape, right? With RK, it becomes somewhat, I'm just exaggerating, more flat because of the cuts. The cuts are 95% deep, right? Now, today, in fact, the patients who left were some of the most complex and difficult cases that I have done in my career, having taken care of the most complex radial keratotomy eyes over decades. These were patients with 34 cuts, 36, 38 cuts, radial keratotomy incisions, scars, very poor measurability, and very dense cataracts underneath that I had to do, and they all did well. But I want to talk today about three things that are a question that came up today while they were sharing their stories, over here before they fly back home. Question number one was, what comes first, as I said, chicken or egg? Corneal surgery or lens-based surgery? So here's the rationale. Radial keratotomy mostly was done in the 80s, 1980s. Most people who had the surgery were in their 20s when they had it. So by that timeline, this time and age, everybody in RK, most of them are in their 60s or later, 70s and stuff, which means all of them have a lens that is cloudy. Doesn't matter how much the cataract is, the fact that it's cloudy, it needs to come out. So according to me, every RK patient needs lens-based cataract surgery done. I'm making a statement here, all right? Of course, exceptions in some cases, but majority. So anybody in RK, if they're doing corneal surgery on RK, here's why they are temporarily happy, whether it's Lasik, PRK, topo-guided lasers, cross-linking. They're temporarily happy because every RK eye has refractive errors that are correctable by glasses, farsightedness, astigmatism, or nearsightedness. So when this is corrected, patients feel, wow, I'm doing great, which is actually incorrect. That's wrong. Why? Because the final surgery in every RK eye is the lens, right? The cataract technique, correct? So to do this, it's already a challenge in RK. Why? Because RK eyes are difficult to measure, so you don't know the power of the lens, and there's fluctuation. Now imagine on that RK eye, which is already difficult, you do a Lasik or a PRK or a topo-guided laser or a cross-linking, you further have changed the cornea, made it even less predictable for the cataract surgery. So the first and most important skill I want every RK corrective surgeon to have is cataract surgery skills through the cuts and come out without a stitch and without damaging the eye. Most important skill. If doctors are not willing to enter and stay outside and do these procedures on the cornea first, it takes patients further away from their final goal, which is an accurate cataract surgery, so they're done forever. That's first point to discuss. Second point to discuss is, what is the role of scleral and hard contact lenses in these RK eyes? Let me make it red color so it's easy to see. So in an RK eye, all these cuts that are there, when you put on a scleral contact lens or a hard contact lens, it basically acts like a Superman suit, right? Perfect six-pack in the front. But you take off the contact lens at night and there's a 40-inch waist. So my point being that wearing these hard contacts or scleral contact lenses gives people artificial vision. Underneath that, the RK cornea is further deteriorating and getting scarred over time. But because the patients see well with the contacts, they delay their treatment. That's not a good thing. So even though these contact lenses are useful for post-surgery correction, by just slapping them on an RK eye, you are delaying your main treatment, which is the cataract surgery. Got it? So that's the role of contact lens. So we talked about what comes first with y'all, always lens-based surgery. Nothing should be done on your cornea. And we have had patients this week who came to us, and in fact, they were not unhappy with their work that their doctors had done. Some had Lasik, some had PRK, some had these advertised topo-guided and cross-linking procedures. And they thought they did well, but it actually delayed them and made my work so difficult when they come to me, because now doing their cataract is even more challenging. One, because the cornea anatomically has been weakened and changed, and optically absolutely cannot be measured. If it was already away from the zero line, let's say this is a zero line, measurable, RK had already taken it away from here. Doing further corneal surgery takes it even more away. More difficult to predict what lens to put in. So this is a very important concept to understand. Therefore, If someone by mistake has had corneal surgeries of any kind, any of these kinds that we mentioned, and have to do their lens-based surgery, I plan a two-stage surgery for you. Because not only do I have to work on the lens and come out safely and well, but I manipulate over here the optics. So when I come back, I do a stage 2 and reverse those surgeries that were done by their doctors that temporarily gave them good vision, right? So this technique I call two-stage technique. It's not for everybody. Majority of the time, our one-stage planning that I do with LenzOplastique gets all these RK people, even 30 cuts, 40 cuts I've done corrections on, they do very well. But in these cases, in particular who had corneal surgeries or are wearing scleral contacts and stuff, I plan two-stage and can come back and even reverse their cornea. Because our end point finally is in the eye, I'm sorry, let me make it red again so it's easy, is in the eye, these are the two structures we are after. Everything else, of course, you have other stuff, other pathologies, stuff, but I'm just making it simple. Is the cornea and the lens, and this is your final surgery, the lens, the cataract, the LenzOplastique based technique. This has to be accurately done, so nothing else should be done here on top to further take you away from the goal. Are you clear, guys? So again, we discussed the surgery that every RK patient needs in today's day and time is the lens-based cataract surgery. By doing any corneal surgery on RK, you're taking it and making it more difficult for the surgeon who has to do the cataract. There are fewer surgeons who are able to get in and do cataract through these RK because that requires extreme amount of skills and confidence to go in and come out. Though I've been training doctors for 3 decades on this, still the uptake is very low because it's very highly skilled requirement. And 3, if you have still fallen for it and had some procedure on your cornea, don't lose hope. We can do a two-stage technique with my LenzO and LaZrPlastique concept and bring it to vision. All right? So no matter how complex you are with your radial keratotomy eyes, you can be helped. My pleasure to do that. Any questions, you know where to find me. Dr.Gulani.